So, guys, on a know some love Vybz Kartel, right? So, here we know. He's scheduled to perform in Trinidad later on this month. And the defense minister to Trinidad, Mr. Wayne Sturge, has decided to cancel a lot of Vybz Kartel's appearances while he's on the island.
Well, gosh darn it, not for nothing, we have to give this lady credit. At least, she stepped out big, bad, brave, and bold with the disclaimer that she is a sheep. She love Vybz Kartel. So we know say a straight bias reasoning, straight garbage about to come out our mouth. As a sheep, we can expect a lot of meh and bah and bah. So a them thing they are gonna come out our mouth right now. And for me, it's just ridiculous that Gaza, Vybz Kartel, has so many stupid fans. Their reasoning, their rationale is so ridiculous. I'm just like, damn, low IQ degenerates. Is it me or is it the large majority of Vybz Kartel fans are dunce and stupid? I can't believe it. Like, so many of them. Me no say nobody out here represent Vybz Kartel. We have a brain. Nobody, not one I'm vlogger them, not one I'm fans them. I be a idiot me say I represent. Anybody will put forth some form of reasoning on the behalf of Vybz Kartel, it's always nonsensical, always stupid, always biased, always lack reality. Always lack reality. For some weird reason, they're living in delusion and illusion and just madness. Me know people, me know, trust me now, man. They're very sensitive about their precious flower. They're precious, you know, you're talking about the precious. Trixie Habits, they know nothing. Oh, they're precious. They're precious. I saw them a go on, you know. Like a lot of the rings, you know, people. Them precious. Ah, they're precious. I saw them a go on. Me I say about seriously, Vybz Kartel, is he not a grown man? Who made his own decisions, who had his own actions, who dibbled and dabbled in crime and badness. Admittedly, the man I say, yo, he's a change man, but not because him change no means that people fi accept same change and look upon him different. So, because he once used to dibble and dabble, all of a sudden him say him find God and him change and this and that means that people are gonna look upon him different. You want everybody to be sheep like who no. You don't want nobody to be objective. Just say, yeah man, the man change, yo, give man a chance, man. So what? I want him to know. Yo, give man a chance, man. A bad man and a bad man. You don't say you to do him thing. Yo. What? Watch ya now, man. People. Make me show you how stupid Gaza fans are. How stupid Gaza vloggers are. How stupid the people them who claim say them love and rate Vybz Kartel are. Pay attention to the ball game, right? So Vybz Kartel have a show come up in Trinidad, and he has show coming up in other places, other countries, all over. He might try to tour the world. He might try to do him thing. He might scrape left, right, and center, right? But hold on there, people. This show is coming up in May, so hold on there. It not come yet. It not happen yet. So them so-called Vybz Kartel supporters don't understand that the ball is in Trinidad's court. That the defense minister, the AG, the politicians in Trinidad can cancel the show, can reject the permit. I mean, they can go back and say no. Them can block him. Them can use immigration for deny him entry. They can literally turn off the show. They lock it down, cancel it. Like, no know them something, yeah? No brain. Me just a try to understand if you know that Vybz Kartel is in their control. At any time, them can say, lock that down, cancel that. Until that show happen, Vybz Kartel literally not have no leverage. Vybz Kartel not have no talk. So when Uno come out and attack the defense minister, me I say, but yo, hold on there. You do realize this can backfire big time and the show is actually cancelled. And who would be vexed? Who are got hurt? Not the fans them who want to see him. Not the fans them who in a Trinidad who actually want to see him are going to get hurt. Think about Costa Rica recently. He was denied entry. And them fans, they want their money back. Them fans, they are ball left, right and center. Why is that? Because they wanted to see their artists, but them now get to see him because the leaders of the country deny him access. As so it go, Trinidad can do the same, setting a precedence for other countries to do the same. This can be a domino effect, a butterfly effect. a very strong stain in Vybz Kartel career going forward. So obviously Kartel now want to make this a thing. But his stupid vloggers and stupid fans don't know better. Them don't know if to lock off. Them don't know if to shut the F up. Them a make a bag of noise unnecessarily. Them a hot up the spot when them need for lock off.
Yeah, people, this is Vybz Kartel, as you know. And since recently I've been seeing a lot of things in the media as it relates to Vybz Kartel performing in Trinidad. There is no problem with Vybz Kartel performing in Trinidad. You know what I mean? The necessary permits are granted. The problem lies in where the promoter took it upon himself and tried to fill Vybz Kartel itinerary with things that had nothing to do with Vybz Kartel performance.
Hold on there, Vybz Kartel. Why you put that song there in the background? How you try to set up man for copyright strike? Yo, Vybz Kartel, you better know what you're doing now. A fair usage will work with you, brother. Remember good now, man. And we know if you chop up things, react to things and give breakdown and analysis, So you can't pull no fast one, brother. I will counter that quick and fast. If for that you try if you pull. Me not trust you, brother. Me know you're crafty. Tell Craftman say we're full of technique. Understand this, people. Vybz Kartel a talk out time one a mouth. And make the fans them know if them not pay attention. That there is no problem. He got the permits and everything. I just the promoter, I take the thing to an unnecessary level. I schedule things where I'm not for schedule. You understand things where now have nothing to do with the concert. Meet and greet and dinner and lunch and one. Man, I say, yo, brother, you wanna sign up for them thing, The man I show the promoter under the bus. You understand? Deep in the sea.
And rightfully so, the defense minister pulled the plug on that part of the itinerary.
Oh my, oh wow. So all of the Gaza fans them, all of the Gaza vloggers them will lose their mind who attack the AG because he's talking about the precious. Oh, the precious. You understand? So because the defense minister and the AG and this and that I leak out against Vybz Kartel I say rightfully so, because the itinerary being limited has nothing to do with the concert. It has nothing to do with the music. It is things that is outside of that, right? Cultural and youths and impact and this and that, brother. That is obviously what the defense minister is concerned about, because for some weird reason, they might use him as a cultural figure, as an impactful person to speak to the youths them. And the man I say, but no, Kartel thing kinda spooky, Me not comfortable with this. Me not comfortable with prop him up and a talk about meet community leaders and meet the youths them and this meet and greet. We not really want that, Him have a concert and make him come do him show, perform for the fans them and go about him business. We don't want to know a earless man like him some Nelson Mandela or Haile Selassie or some great person or something to be talking to the youths them and impacting our culture. The man I say, no bro, this man is a self-proclaimed one done, a bad man. Yehovah's. And that right there are the craziest part to me. That these Jamaicans and these Trinidadians, holy moly macaroni, as if they've never seen Vybz Kartel on those videotapes, those video recordings, talking a whole bunch of mess about murdering, killing in a church and one bag of things, hanging out with gangsters, bigging up known gangsters and killers in his songs, purporting to be the one done. I don't understand. This man is self-proclaiming all of these things. I him record and put out these things. I him profess these things. So all of a sudden someone say, yo brother, this man is not good for the country. This man is not good for the youths them. And then people want to be outraged when a Vybz Kartel literally I tell you, say, you the parent, who know for parent on the kids. Because fame kids them good. At the end of the day, the things where him sing about, the things where him promote, fame youth, them not indulge in a badness. Them not get locked up. Them name not call upon this and that and that. They're not indulging in the things that he's promoting. So you as parents and this and that need to take care of your children. You understand? Influence your own children. Parent your children. And that the man I say. So at the end of the day, I'm like, bro, I damn man I say them thing, I damn man I say it. So oh now go on like say, yo, the man not say them thing,
So the reason why this defense minister is claiming that he's restricting Cartel's itinerary while he's in Trinidad is because he doesn't want Cartel's influence to do anything negative to the youths of Trinidad. He canceled his radio appearances. He canceled the meet and greets or just about any special appearances that's outside of the scope of him performing at that stage show.
Wow, amazing. This lady just broke it down to a T and said the man limit everything that is outside of the scope of the concert, outside of the scope of him performing at the concert. And she knows still, after stating all of that, after breaking that down, still I gonna be a sheep and bah and bah and bah. Why is that? The man, quote unquote, the promoters, Vybz Kartel, threw him under the bus. I say, him, I try book him for go meet youths and meet community leaders and stuff like that, which is outside of the scope of performing at the concert. So when the defense minister limits that, what is wrong with that? What wrong with that? Obviously, the man has stepped outside of the scope of the concert now. So rightfully so, limit it. Rightfully so. And Vybz Kartel himself agree with that. So them little sheep here we are run out and a bah. Me I say, John, no. On the field right now. On the field, on the shepherd, I make you know say on an idiot.
His reason for canceling these special appearances is because, according to him, he doesn't want the youths of Trinidad to be negatively influenced by Vybz Kartel. So him no want Vybz Kartel spread any negative stuff across the airwaves, or he doesn't want any of the youths in Trinidad to meet Vybz Kartel and be somewhat negatively impacted by them meeting him.
Oh, land, man. People. Awahdis. Who not sure say on a Soul Flow TV? Who put on a wig? Who not sure say on a Soul Flow? Cause that person, yeah, sound like Soul Flow, you know. I deliver like Soul Flow, you know. I chat like Soul Flow, you know. I worship Kartel like Soul Flow, you know. Swear to you know, the reasoning sound very soul flowish, you know. A person will have understanding, will have a bit of brain, but somehow, still, a sheep, me no know how, still, even when them know the right, still, I go spew out the wrong. Somehow I go twist the thing and manipulate it to fit some form of weirdo, pseudo, delusional madness. So this lunatic right here, the female soul flow or the sister of soul flow or soul flow in a wig, I don't know which is it. Either way, this soul flow-esque person is bugging out right now. Very much so.
In addition to all that, the defense minister also took a jab at Vybz Kartel's past incarceration, claiming that even though Vybz Kartel is pretty much free from prison, that doesn't necessarily mean he's a good person, and his visits to these, special events will somewhat negatively influence the vulnerable youths of Trinidad.
You see what I'm talking about? The soul flow-esque reasoning? So ridiculous, right? So Vybz Kartel, who literally got off on a technicality, who was convicted of murder, who was sentenced, right? Who went to the appeal court and was actually upheld. His conviction was upheld. He had to go to the Privy Council to have them quash the conviction based on juror misconduct. And the only reason, it's not as if like the Privy Council was like there was a miscarriage of justice and they should set them free. No, the Privy Council quashed the conviction and sent it back to Jamaica for a retrial. However, the Jamaica Court of Appeal did not see fit to do a retrial because, cost and this and that and evidence have gone missing and the amount of time that has passed and them are talking about the human rights and stuff like that. So they were like, okay, them are go based on these grounds, them are let them go. That is what it is. It's not like he was found innocent. He was not found innocent. He got off on a technicality, and that is 100 trillion zillion % fact, like it or not. So hold on for a second there. This is a fact, not a feeling-based conversation. Vybz Kartel was convicted of murder. Murder. in the first degree. Murder of Clive Lizard Williams, a friend of his, a part of his organization, a member, I should say, in his organization, was killed allegedly over 2 guns that went missing. Vybz Kartel, the one done, was convicted as the mastermind, as the boss, was given the highest sentence. He was convicted with other members. We're talking about Sean Storm, Kyra Jones, and Andre Madsus, right? So these individuals, alongside Vybz Kartel, were convicted and sentenced for murder. Murder, people. And that them sentence the man them for. And the man them fight and bust the case based on technicality. So for some weird reason, when the lady say, well, he threw jabs at Vybz Kartel to say that, even though he's, out now, he's not a good person. Do you think a murderer is a good person? A person who murdered their friend, a person who's a part of a criminal organization, or who's running a criminal organization or running a faction of a criminal organization, do you think this person is a good person? A person who's there, conversing with murderers, talking about killing people in a church and stuff like that, all baby and them thing there, do you think that's a good person? I'm just asking. So you're saying it's jabs being thrown. How about facts being thrown? That he got off on a technicality, and based on his own statements, he was never a good person. He's a changed man now, so maybe you can say he's now a good person, if you want to believe that. But at the end of the day, he was never a good person. So why you mean man a throw jabs when man a state facts? Me not understand. You people are weird.
Now, this is kind of strange that the defense minister would come out and cite these reasons for restricting Vybz Kartel. Because when you think about it, Vybz Kartel has been incarcerated for 13 years. And throughout those 13 years, crime has been on the rise in Trinidad. I mean, nothing against my Trinidadian sisters and brothers, but I have to point out the obvious. How is it that Vybz Kartel, influenced anyone when he was incarcerated for these 13 years? I don't get it. You know what I smell? I smell prejudice.
Oh boy. I don't even know where to begin. Is this lady a lunatic? Is she off her rockers? You do realize that Vybz Kartel has influence even from behind bars. Did he quote-unquote run dancehall while behind bars? Did he sell quote-unquote gold record while behind bars? Did he dominate the music industry while behind bars? Let me tell you, the Gaza fans would say so. The music industry would say so. So hold on for a second there. If over the past 13 years, dancehall has gotten bigger in Trinidad, has gotten more popular, has grown far tremendously, and have major impacts on the youths in Trinidad. And Vybz Kartel, funny enough, right? One of the, if not the most influential dancehall artists. So if dancehall is contributing to the degradation in Trinidad, right? Contributing to the rise of violence in Trinidad, right? So you don't think Vybz Kartel have nothing to do with it? When, say for example, the Six have gotten quite prominent, and all the Six them boss, Gaza Six doing songs with Vybz Kartel, right? Gaza Six have beat them bad. You remember that? Do you remember? I'm just wondering if you know that Vybz Kartel and Squash them link, right? Okay, you know, so Vybz Kartel and Skeng them good, Vybz Kartel and Tamale them good. So when you talk about the Sparta gang, the 7 and the 6 gang and the rivalry in Trinidad, so you can't see any connection there. You can't see any influences there. You know, things the Vybz Kartel influence Skeng, influence Tamale, influence Squash them. I'm just wondering still, by extension, you don't think that he has influence over the Trinidadian artists, them, the Trinidadian dancehall artists, them? Much like how he has influence over the African artists, them like Stoneboy, etc., Shatawale, etc. Okay, I guess his influence is only limited to where you want it to be, when it's convenient. Okay.
And it also seems a little bit personal to me. Am I the only one who sees that? If I was Vybz Kartel, I would just cancel that show. Trinidad just had carnival, and you know what carnival involves in Trinidad. So didn't that negatively impact the youths, Mr. Defense Minister?
Wait a minute. I must have missed that part of the class. I must have been sculling school that day. So the negative impact of carnival. Okay, me no know that part there. What the negative impact? Am I lost? Am I in the twilight zone? So how carnival negatively impact the youths them? May I try to figure that out? Carnival music involve violence, badness. Me I try to figure that out. I could have, I swear to God, I would have bet my life that soca music was about partying, dancing, whining, and having fun. Are you referring to the sexual element to it? Are you referring to all people dress up in a costume, sexy costume, and wind up on each other? Are you referring to that and saying basically that is negatively impacting the youths them? Me I try to understand. So what the negative impact on the youths them in that case? Like they are seeing, like, yo, you know what? So, yo, I'm trying to make sense of this. Do you go to the beach, see people in bikini and stuff like that, beach wear, swimwear? Like, so people should stop going to the beach because that's affecting people negatively, or because you're seeing people in a certain light, I guess. I'm just trying to figure this out. So how carnival impact the youths them negatively? I'm just trying to figure that out. Which one of the carnival song them was say bust out a boy head, load up a thing and go done them, and which one of the carnival song them a talk about 100 million or nothing? Or which one them a talk about big up me science woman when me have done a centi? Which one of these soca songs promoting scam, murder, violence? Like, I'm just trying to figure this out because for some weird reason I thought carnival music, soca music was more like, you know, telele and palance and, you know, tempted to touch and them kind of thing there. So me I say I looking some nookie tonight. You know what I'm saying, biting insect. I thought that soca music was fun. I'm lost, man. I'm pretty much lost. I don't know what this lady's talking about. Carnival and negative impact on youths. I don't even know. Because going to soca parties are the fun. Are the fun. Me I tell you that. Are the fun that. Because when you got a certain like dancehall event, well back in the day, violence, badness, ray, selector, war, this and that, one bag of madness. But soca party, Crips, Bloods, Jamaicans, everybody go and them understand, say, look here, people come here for have fun, leave the badness home, leave certain things. And that's why we used to go to the base soca arena in Brooklyn and them thing there. Now I say no fight never broke out and stuff like that, ever. But when you got the base, you understand it's not the elite arc, it's not the rock. You know, say, look here, over here so people come for have fun, have a good time, wind up on each other and ray. And that them go to suffer. Them no go to suffer floss and badness. When you got a soca arena, when you got a soca party, you know, say people may throw paint and them thing they, you know, wear your best, we want old shoes, one little shorts and think you come for come get sweaty and wind up on them thing they. And so we got a soca party for wind up waist and grab up girl and them thing there. And that we got a soca party for. So me no got a soca party and put on my Louis and my Gucci and me this and me that because me no want nobody come tap up on it and ray. So I'm just confused. As I said, it's weird that she made that comparison, and maybe in the comments y'all can fill me in because maybe I need to be a bit more enlightened on the negativity or the negative impact that soca is having on the youths them.
So how so now you're going to cite these reasons for trying to restrict Vybz Kartel? Cancel the show. Let the vendors and everyone who is angry, let them direct their anger to the defense minister. Let him explain to these people who will be out of business why it is that you did not perform in Trinidad, because you deserve respect just as anybody else. It's not fair. I smell prejudice.
Yeah, like I said from the get-go, sheep, lunatic, mad woman, soul flow-esque reasoning. This right here is just nonsense. But nonetheless, brilliant idea, brilliant, perfect. Okay, Sheepy, tell Vybz Kartel that. You hear that, Kartel? Listen, cancel the show, Kartel, cancel the show. Return back the money to the promoter and cancel the show. A matter of fact, yeah, try it and get sued. It's not as if they actually, block you from entering the country. You don't even have any legal reasons. And unlike the defense minister say you can't do the show or whatever. So you can try. Cancel the show. Yeah, man, and face the consequences. Probably end up getting banned from Trinidad permanently. So try it. I don't understand these sheep, man. Their reasoning is just so off. Them don't know what them are talk about. Too much feelings. Just chatting a bag of things because obviously this damn sheep love Vybz Kartel are precious. Are imprecious or whatever. So at the end of the day, you can't expect no better from these people. No better. It's giving retarded. Alright. Who want vex, I speak without apologizing. No apology. Alright. Who want vex, I speak without apology. You understand? No apology. Me I talk it like it is. Truth a truth. Facts are facts. I don't understand why there's so many stupid people supporting Vybz Kartel. Why so many low IQ? Well, then again, it makes sense. They're sheep, low IQ, dopey bats. Makes sense. Why they follow the shepherd? Because obviously people with brain, people who have a mind of their own, are not going to flock to a shepherd. You see me? A chat be a foolish and I do be a nonsense. I go on like say, yo, am I somebody and I do this and do that. It's just weird. But at the end of the day, them people are going to chat and more them chat, the more them chat, at the deeper them a dig Vybz Kartel in a deep hole. And them a dig himself in a deep hole too. So we are going to see it play out. We are see what go on and what go on. If him actually get to do the show or it will be cancelled, who knows? Mind the people and piss off Trinidad and mind them piss off other countries. Next thing, Vybz Kartel start get black left, right and center. Another thing for pre before me go, people. You know how Vybz Kartel come out of prison, right? And him do back-to-back show in the Barclay and sold out and this and that. You know him have a show coming up in Florida. Yep, today actually. And the tickets aren't sold out yet. The show no sell off yet. It no sold out yet. Also, Georgia, Atlanta coming up, right? Yeah, that no sell off yet. Me I wonder what go on still. The steam run out. Me tell them Gaza fans here no stop hype up. Only a matter of time the venues will get smaller. Very, very smaller. And the price for the tickets will become cheaper. It is only natural. It is preordained. It is written in the book of life. Is living off of the prison hype right now, and people have been traveling and spending to see him. I guarantee you 6 months from now ain't nobody spending $1,500 plus to go see Vybz Kartel. Worse, he's doing the most terrible, wackest, ridiculous performances. Them no good, ain't no word seen, ain't no word the money. Other than, oh, you finally get to see him perform for the first time and nostalgia, and you just want to say, alright, they did go a Vybz Kartel concert and you support and you believe in him and whatever. But after all of that said and done, why would you do it again? After you do it once, why would you do it twice? Why would you continue to pay to go see this man's show? And obviously people get to see clips on YouTube and stuff like that. So when you see the clips, them you don't even go see him in no concert because you not miss nothing. You save money. You understand the bag of money where you would have spent for go see him. You can't save that and go do something constructive. Go watch Final Destination or, Mission Impossible or something. But like, really and truly, why would you go actually pay to see Vybz Kartel when his performances are garbage? As me say, all who did hype, all who did that chat, make sure, next year them time, big arenas, big stadium and big prices for tickets. Make sure so don't drop the standard, Make sure up and up now go, bigger venues, higher prices, Don't drop the standard. Don't drop it. When Kartel first come out of prison and first song him released, I guess it was the Comet or whatever, and almost got 1 million in a day or whatever, something like that, right? Then they were like, oh, if your artist don't get 1 million views in a day, can't talk to me. No, all week pass by, some of my songs, them can't get 1 million. Funny. So what happened to 1 million in a day? That is no longer a thing. Even some, as me say, all a month and still not reach 1 million. I'm like, okay, steam down, you know. It a boil down, you know. It a fizzle out. Okay. All who the hype, all who the go and talk about attack. Won't they know? Won't they? Oh, no so quiet. Oh, no lock off, so body face, so you so quiet. Tickets them not sell. Okay, you know your feelings. Okay. Lock off, man. That if you get radam. When I chat too much on a hype and go on like say, yo, Obi, the man tickets not sell. Yo, this a person ticket not sell. Wait till when Cartel one not sell, no? In a deep dog. You know what? Left that alone, ladies and gentlemen, big up on yourself, you know. It's the captain of the Vulture Squad. I came, I saw, I vultured that. Ark.